Another fantastic question. The process of getting a mortgage may seem daunting. I saw the other day, and this is like within bulletin boards and on websites and different things you see out there, I saw a 25-point flow chart of the mortgage process. That's ridiculous. There's 25 bubbles. You don't need to know 25 bubbles. Now, we, on the lending side of things, may have some hoops to jump through, may have to go through compliance, may have to process things. So we may have 25 hoops to jump through. But one of the things we do at Tidewater Mortgage Services and the Hurd Home Team is we want to try to simplify the process as much as possible. In other words, our goal is to affect change for people in their lives through real estate and through mortgage lending. And the way we do that is to try to simplify it. We don't want to give you a 25-point flow chart to look at and say, oh my gosh, tomorrow I got to do this. It's a pretty simple, straightforward process. Number one, when you're buying a house, it's not just the mortgage, you're looking for the house as well. So the first step in the process is this: get pre-qualified, get pre-approved. You want to do that for two reasons. One, if you're not pre-approved or you're not pre-approved for what you want, you don't want to waste your time, you don't want to get your hopes up on a house that you can't afford or that you can't get into at the price point you want to get into. You're not wasting your realtor's time, you're not wasting your agent's time. You know what you're looking at and you're prepared ahead of time. So the first step is to get pre-approved. That being said, what's involved in pre-approval? You hear the terms pre-qualification and pre-approval. It's basically a fact-finding mission. If you're talking to me about buying a home, what I need to do is get some information from you. We're basing the loan off of your ability, stability, and willingness, and then we evaluate the collateral during the process. What does that mean? I need your name, I need your particulars, I need to know where you live, I need to know whether or not you're paying rent, buying a house, I need to know where you work and how much money you make. It's all about income, outgo, assets, and then we run your credit. Once we have that information, that's step one, that's the pre-qualification stage. At that point in time, we can tell you, okay, we can get you pre-qualified for this amount. And it's never a situation of, we can do this loan for you. It's always, you can do this one, or you can do this one, or you can do this one. One of the things we do differently here at Tidewater and the Hurd Home Team is we want to give you options. If you go online to a lender or you plug in information, they're going to say, you can get this loan. There's never just this loan. There could be conventional options, there could be FHA options. We can go back to what we just talked about. There could be grant programs and other down payment assistance options. We want to give you 3 or 4 different options and let you choose what's best for you. That's all in the pre-qualification stage. Once we've achieved that and you've said, I like this option, let's go with this, then we go to the pre-approval or full process stage. I need to get your documentation. I need your tax returns. I need your W-2s. I need your bank statements. I need your copy of your ID for the Patriot Act. So we do all that stuff and we want to prepare our clients. You're going to need to give us this documentation. We would love to give you $200,000 or $300,000 on your handshake, but we've got to see this and confirm that you can pay for 2 reasons. One, we have to protect ourselves to ensure that we can close the loan and you're going to pay it. And 2, we don't want to put you into a property that you can't afford and end up 6 months later you're mad because you can't pay. That's why we gather that information and that's why we need that information. So we fully vet the application. Now you're pre-qualified, now you're pre-approved. We've basically done what's called an upfront underwriting process. This all overlays with the real estate process itself. You find a house, you write a contract. Those are the main steps. Once you've got a house under contract with your real estate agent, you do a home inspection, then we do an appraisal. And that's where we evaluate the collateral to make sure you're covered, make sure the value's there, and then we go to closing. So our 25-point flow chart is really a 4-point flow chart for you. We talk, we have a conversation, we get your information, we give, number 2, we give you options, number 3, we collect your documentation, number 4, we push everything through.